I know what it takes. I've been there. I know what it takes to win championships. I know what the grind is like. And I brought coaches in here that know what it's like. I mean, we have what we need in place to build this thing.
Well, not only is it a new season, it's a new era here at the University of Colorado. Hi, everybody. Voice of the
Whoa. Before we get this thing started, Mark,
I don't think
this show won a major award.
Is that right?
Yeah, it really did. The Telly. And so I'm here to present you with the Telly Award for your
right there.
television show that was done. It is, yeah. You can shoot it.
How about
you can use this
the
trap,
Buffalo
throw it up.
Stampede picked up a national award for the Telly. It's kind of like Sally Fields. You like us. You really like us. What do I do with this thing? Do you want to hold it?
No.
No. All right. Well, we'll talk.
Oh yeah, let me hold your award.
Thank you. Well, you carry the bags during the broadcast, so why not? Coach Gary Barnett, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Buffs and Rams, Rocky Mountain Showdown. A new era is about ready to get underway here at the University of Colorado.
Yeah, and everybody's excited. They've had great enthusiasm, and Mel has worked them really hard. They are going to be a relentless team. I think they're going to be more physical than they have been, and who knows? Now they got to put it together on a Friday night against a rival.
You've done this when you went to Northwestern. When you came back here to see, what's the greatest challenge for a coach when he comes in and takes over a program?
Well, I think the greatest challenge is restraint, because you want to bring solutions to the problems you had at the other place, and you want to impose those solutions on the new one, and you really have to wait and find out what are your problems first before you put a solution out there. I think that was always the toughest. I think is that the solutions in one place don't solve the problems in another.
I think when you look at this football team, and as we've been out here for the last month watching practice, this looks like an offense with quite a bit of experience. Obviously, maybe the best player in America in Laviska Shenault, a fifth-year senior quarterback. That side of the ball has found some rhythm. Maybe the questions for this team are on the defensive side, where there's not a great deal of experience and a great deal of youth on this team.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about the fact that their greatest challenge is going to be to find some way defensively to match the kind of talent and productivity that they may be able to have on offense.
Yeah. Well, we're going to wrap up with Gary here. Do you want to hold that thing up one more time?
For you, Mark Johnson and Sally Fields.
Lady. Although Sally Fields had nothing to do with it. By the way, it's not just football kicking off. The entire athletic department is back, and all the student athletes this past weekend, as we sent it to a break, we had a great welcome back event here at the University of Colorado.
This is the Welcome Back Picnic. This is a really important event. It really gets the athletic department all on the same page for the start of the school year. And this gets the year off to a really strong start as the one department. There's all kinds of things going on. Everyone's involved in their own sports, their own schedules within classes, and it's important to know what's going on with one another. Something that sets our athletic department apart from others is that we're unified and we're supporting one another through different events like this and supporting athletes at each other's games, and it's important to get on that same note for that reason. The SAC stands for Student Athlete Advisory Committee. In other words, just the student council for the athletic department. We serve as that bridge between all the student athletes and the athletic department. We're the ones bringing up all the interests, the concerns that we have as student athletes, and make things happen. So we're planning events like this throughout the course of the year. We're planning our athletes supporting athlete games. We really do have an impact for student athletes, and I'm very proud of the team that we have here. And this is what we say here at Colorado. We compete and win championships, and that's what we do. And this event just kind of gets us on that unified page, and just excited to see what everyone does on and off the field.
So tell me, what exactly did you like about the show? I thought the hairdresser did a nice job of my hair. What did you think? I don't think this interview is going to work. We got to get Gary back in here. No. We got to get Gary back in here.
But I'll keep her close, Mark.
The Sally Fields Award doesn't have much to say to me, by the way. Let's get back to talking football. All right, the Rocky Mountain Showdown coming up this weekend. I thought it was interesting. Just a couple of days ago, Mel Tucker was asked about the difference between anxiety and pressure for a new coach, a new staff, and a new team going into that ballgame.
And what did he say?
He said pressure, you feel pressure, but that's pressure you put in yourself. Anxiety, when you're prepared, you don't feel anxiety then.
Well, I think that I would probably agree with that. Sure. Anxiety is anxious. I mean, that sort of puts you in a tough situation and puts makes you play with pressure. You know, the word I like to use is eager. You know, I know he's eager to play this game. Everybody's eager to play this game. You can't go into it with anxiety. That means you're worried about something.
Right.
And so, and he may be worried about something, but he can't tell anybody. You know, so we all are.
The one thing he doesn't have to worry about is he's got a very experienced quarterback. Now Steve has played a lot of football, and he's had 3 offensive coordinators in each of the last 3 years, one new one each successive season. What have you seen from him, do you think, in camp so far?
Well, Stephen has survived a lot. I mean, 3 coordinators is crazy. 3 different, terminologies, 3 different everything. And so he's a guy that's weathered all of this. And I think he's ready to and primed to have his best year so far. I mean, that's what it's looked like in practice. But, you know, until the bullets start flying around, you don't really know. But I like the way he's practiced this fall.
Yeah, he certainly has been spinning the ball out here. Nobody's got more arm talent in college football maybe than Steven Montez. On Friday, Gary will join us along with the quarterback Bobby Passavento for the radio broadcast on the Colorado Football Network, Mile High Stadium. It's the Buffs and Rams for the Rocky Mountain Showdown as we continue here in the Stampede. The head coach, Mel Tucker, is going to join us next.
Get trips to the right, drops. Here comes pressure. Throws into the middle. Grab his mate, Laviska. He's got the first down at the 30. Steps out of a tackle. Running 40. Here he goes. Laviska is gone. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Touchdown, Colorado. Oh, 89 yards for Laviska.
Back in the Buffalo Stampede, we're out here in the practice fields, Franklin Field, as the Buffs get ready for the Rocky Mountain Showdown. The head coach of the Buffalo is joining us, Mel Tucker. Yeah, excited by this point in time? I mean, I know a lot of work's been going into what you're trying to produce here in the last month, but you excited?
Yeah, I think the excitement is building. You know, as a coach, you know, you take it one day at a time and you try not to get ahead of yourself. But I would be lying to you if I didn't say I was excited for this first matchup.
No, and I have to think as well, coaches always say, boy, I wish we had one more practice to do this or one more practice to do that. Probably wish you had a few more in some respects.
Yeah, well, we don't. You know, we have what we have. You know, that's why we can't waste a day, and we push the guys every day to get the most out of every practice. And so I feel good about where we are right now.
Where do you think you made the most movement, the biggest stride, if you will, during camp?
Just the way we practice. You know, how physical we are in practice, the efficiency, the effort that we give, play in and play out, our focus, our discipline. Those are the things that take no ability. You know. Just, the culture of how we practice, the practice etiquette, the way we treat each other, how we keep guys up, and that way we can get good work and we can get better every day.
You know, one part of the job of being a head coach, you got to be a salesman. I mean, you got to get those 70, 80, 90 guys to buy into what you're selling.
Yeah, you're selling every day. I mean, and you have to recruit your own guys every day. Guys that are on your team, you got to recruit them. You got to sell them on the plan, on the culture. Day in and day out. There's no let up with that. The voices inside our building have to be stronger than the voices outside of our building.
Right, exactly. Another thing, you guys have had some movement in terms of, I guess the most notable is the Sam Neuer move from quarterback to the defensive side of the ball. How's he coming along?
He's doing a great job. He's a very unselfish player. He wants to do everything he can to help the team. He comes in, he meets extra. He's starting to pick up the scheme. He's very athletic. He's a big guy. He's got excellent ball skills, and he's got a good football mind.
Not only was Mel teaching a team about his system and his culture, he also did so at a great event that's come up. It's Football 101, and he and his staff did a great job of explaining football.
We're here at Folsom Field for the women's football camp. We're doing it for fun, of course, and to learn a little bit about football. I think this is a great idea to teach how football really is played and what goes on behind the scenes. I've been a mom of a football player for 20 years and I have no idea what I'm doing, but this is a great day. They taught me all about play calling and I have no idea what they said, but it was really interesting.
Give me 3. Yeah!
And it's been super fun.
We are here to celebrate football and learn all about what goes into the team. The locker room's amazing. The coaches have been super awesome. They've kind of given us like an inside look at just everything that goes on behind the scenes.
We just want you to go out there and play fast, be physical.
Colorado has an awesome feel. When you walk through the hallways, you just want to play football for the school also.
All right, here we go, let's go.
It's hard. There's a lot to actually learn.
Ready. Good.
It's more of a mental game than I would have ever anticipated. It's intense. The coaches are intense.
Once you get past this cone, Just jog it out.
It makes me miss winter a little bit, which I never thought I'd say, but I love football, walking through the stadium and through the hallways. Like, I'm super pumped to see the year.
Great opportunity to be down on the field and learning all these things about football.
I wanted to be here to get a little bit more knowledge. We've been season ticket holders in the family for over 30 years, so I'm excited to be here. It's a great activity. They went ahead and did like kind of a little sideline talk, and now we're actually getting to experience some of the drills. And so it just gives us a different perspective for us who have been in sports but never got to play football. Especially that locker room. It is probably one of the most gorgeous locker rooms that I have seen in all of football. It beats Dallas Stadium. It beats the Broncos Stadium. It's just an amazing place. I'm ready. Go Buffs.
Great job.
It's kind of fun getting out there and not only teaching your players, but teaching the general public.
Yeah, I love it, man. It's always good to teach the game of football, and it was a lot of fun.
We're going to talk to Katie Nixon here in a couple of minutes. You got such a phenomenal receiving core: Laviska, KD, Tony Brown. That's a deep group on the offensive side of the ball. On top of the fact you got a fifth-year senior quarterback, you expect big things from that offense this season?
Yeah, we have some very good players on offense that have played a lot of football, and they know what it's all about. You know, I told the players early in the week, it's going to be about execution. It's going to be about, you know, what we do, how we prepare, you know, go out and execute the plan, you know, play with confidence, be detailed, be disciplined. But there's no doubt in my mind that we have the skilled players to be able to get production.
Now, when you've got a guy like Laviska Shenault, and you know what kind of player he is, the accolades come along with him, how do you utilize a guy like that without overutilizing a guy like that?
Yeah, well, we all know that, you know, good players make you a great coach, and so you got to get the ball to your best players. But, you know, we have other players that can make plays like we just talked about, and so we want to have balance on offense. It's not just run-pass balance, but how we distribute the ball in terms of carries, you know, targets in the passing game, and things like that. So we're not just going to leave up to one guy.
When you have a football team, you better have a quarterback. You got a fifth-year quarterback. Have you seen him grow, do you think, since you got here in December?
Yeah, Stephen has done a great job. He's really bought into our system. He's bought into our culture. You know, he and Jay Johnson, offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach, have really good rapport. And I see him getting better and better every day. You know, the little things, you know, getting in and out of the huddle, you know, getting rid of the ball, you know, not taking sacks, you know, throwing it away, you know, taking what the defense gives you. And obviously he's got a big arm, he can throw it over your head as well.
On the defensive side of the ball, a lot of unknown there with a lot of new faces. They're learning a new system, a lot of youthfulness on that side of the ball. You're a defensive coach. Evaluate that side.
Yeah, I love it. It's a hard-working group of guys. You know, it's going to have to be a team effort. Everyone just do your job first, and maybe I can help out. You know, we have some experience, but we have some newcomers. So what we try to do is we try to make the practices as game-like as possible, so it's not baptism by fire in the game. We want it to be baptism by fire in practice.
Well, I'm not as excited as I'm sure you are, but I can't wait to Friday night and a game against the Rams. Good luck.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Head coach Mel Tucker, he the Buffaloes have the Rocky Mountain Showdown on Friday. Coming up next, we've got KD Nixon, the wide receiver for the Buffaloes here in the Stampede.
Buffs on top, 7-0. He drops, he looks, he rears back, rifles it down the right side. He's got a man open. Catch is made. KD Nixon with a TD. Touchdown. Touchdown, Colorado.
We continue in the Buffalo Stampede, getting ready for the Rocky Mountain Showdown on Friday night. Buffs and Rams, Mile High Stadium, Boise City, Mark Johnson. You can tell, first show of the year, we got KD Nixon on. Boy, you're moving up in the world.
Oh man, it's getting better and better. Getting better and better.
How's camp been for you?
I mean, camp was great, man. You know, we had a great camp as a team. That's what really matters, you know. I pushed myself as a leader, but also I'm glad that, you know, Coach Tucker really put the emphasis of being a team. You know, none of us are selfish, so I really love this team right now, and I feel like we're going to really show the world that, you know, Colorado is a different team this year.
I know he loves playing. We just saw that 48-yard touchdown to him against the Rams last year. You like playing in Mile High Stadium, NFL Stadium?
Definitely. You know, that's like a, you know, dream come true because it's an NFL stadium. Plus, you know, Von Miller is going there. He went to DeSoto. So that's one thing me and Visca always talk about. Like, we have Von Miller here to look over us. So, you know, it's just a blessing to be in the NFL stadium. That's what our dream is that we chasing. So it's just really a blessing, man.
How are you better now as a junior receiver? How are you a better football player?
Honestly, you know, just being able to learn more, you know, not being cocky, not being selfish, not being arrogant. You know, I listen to everybody. I watch everybody. I watch more film than anybody in college. I take care of my body more than anybody in college. It's not a competition. It's just that's what I had to do to upgrade my life. And like you said, Phil Lindsay taught me that well.
Yeah.
Von Miller taught me that well. Tony, his brother, the one that took me and Visca in. It's just that's what really I emphasis on. You know, anybody can run routes. Anybody can go out there and catch, like you just seen me doing 100 balls plus.
Yep.
that's good, but at the same time, your body is your key.
Yeah, before we taped, he was working the jugs machine right down here. The physical aspect of this, you kind of referenced that a moment ago. You and I talked about that here a month or two ago, about how much more important it is to take care of this and how that's going to get you where you want to go.
So honestly, this is what you need to do, take care of your body, because Coach Tucker don't play. You have to be physical, and if you ain't physical, you're not playing. So like he said, taking care of your body is really one of my main goals I did this year, and I'm about to go do it right now. And that's one reason why I don't have class on Monday.
You know what that is? That's growing up. That's maturing right there.
And it comes from learning from all y'all. And it's just a blessing to be in a position where I am to finally admit that, so people back at home can really see that you're not too old to not to learn from anybody.
We're going to continue with the much more mature Katie Nixon here in a moment. We caught up, by the way, with the punter kicker Alex Kenny and James Stefano doing some trick shots here before camp got underway.
This is James Stefano, 32-year-old Australian kicker. He's going to be a junior this year, 3-year starter. Next to me is Alex Kinney. He's got 10 years on me. There's a lot of competition between us two who can do the best trick shots.
How about best of 3?
All right.
Let's do it.
All right, from the 10-yard line, first one to hit the Buffalo.
You first.
There we go. That's one.
I mean, really, how tough was that? Easy. Come on, let's go.
A little bit too high.
Leg's too strong.
It's 1-0.
Let's take it outside now. All right, so you got me on the last one, eh? Let's see if you can split these arches.
All right, let's see it.
This good for you here?
Yep. I get half a point because I'm holding the ball for you. There it is.
Oh, kind of guts.
All right, we'll see what I got. Oh, dang it.
All right, so it's come down to the last one, mate.
Oh.
Let's see who can drop it on the 50 at Folsom.
Sounds good to me. Since this is the best view in college football, let's kick from up here.
Winner takes it all. You ready? Here it comes.
Yeah, good luck beating that one.
That's not bad, eh? What a view, man.
You ready? Remember, it's all in the hole.
Let's put it down.
Oh, that's way too close to call. Let's head down there and take a look.
Let's go. Man, that is ridiculous.
It's way too close to call. Let's call it a draw.
I'm good with that.
All right, chest bump. Ooh.
You know, one thing the Buffs don't have to worry about this year, kicking and punting. Those guys are outstanding. You can't make some of those kicks, can you?
Man, I wish. But at the same time, God bless everybody with different gifts, so I'm blessed to be on the same team with them guys.
This offense this season, yourself, LaVisca, Tony, go on down the list with receivers. You got a 5th-year senior quarterback that could spin it like nobody in college football back there. You expect big things, don't you?
Man, always, and that's one thing that we really highly own this year, It was days where I didn't sleep at night, standing in the indoor facility. It was days where I blow up Montez's phone and, he just tired of me. But, at the end of the day, it's all going to pay off. And the chemistry has gotten way better from camp. And it's just, like I say, I tell you, a blessing, man, because you don't get this opportunity every day.
Okay, you face this defense every day in practice. A lot of youth over there. You tell me why you believe in that defense.
Oh, I believe in that defense because who's our head coach?
Yeah, Mel Tucker.
Coach Tucker.
Yeah.
Check his resume. It speaks for itself. Yeah. And Coach Tucker is the coach of everybody. Everybody acts just like Coach Tucker, not in the way that he carries himself, but as the energy. Him talking to us, him standing on our butts, and it's just a blessing because he's on us every day, no matter who it is. It could be Visca Chenault.
Yeah.
He's on him. It could be Tim Lynott, a senior. It could be Montez, the 5th-year senior, like you say, can throw the ball. Yep. He's on us, and it's just a blessing because he treats us like a real son. And he stays on us.
I can't wait to see this guy get on the field Friday night against
I can't wait neither.
All right, good luck.
Go Buffs.
All right, that's Katie Nixon. Here the Buffaloes got the Rams on Friday in the Rocky Mountain Showdown. Coming up next, they're off to a 2-0 start. We're talking soccer with head coach Danny Sanchez next here in the Stampede.
Golzaniga blast this one in toward Korniak. Header right in front of the goal, and in it goes. Colorado goal. Buffaloes have their first score of the 2019 season.
Back one final time with the Buffalo Stampede, talking soccer. The soccer team under Danny Sanchez got the athletic season off to a great start. 2-0 wins, one over Drake, one over Boston U. That's the way to get things going.
It's a good start. Hopefully we can keep it going, and it'd be nice for football to keep it rolling this weekend along with us. So we're excited.
Yeah, Rick George always talks about this being a big year, so you kind of set the tone for everybody. Take us to that first game against Rick.
Yeah, I mean it was it's the first game, no exhibition, so we didn't do the Colorado Cup this year, so it's a dangerous match. First half we played well, and then we got the the game-winning goal from Taylor, a nice service from Stephanie to start the second half, and then they returned the favor the other way.
Yeah.
Taylor to Stephanie, 2-0, comfortable. But we know we have bigger challenges ahead, but at the end of the day, win's a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Just saw, in fact, coming back this segment there, that header by Taylor Korniak. Talk about her. She's always been such an outstanding player for you. How's she growing as a player and becoming more mature?
Well, she's a captain now. She's more fit. She's still young. I mean, she's a young senior. But she has such upside. She does so much for us that maybe that doesn't show up in the stats and all that. But at her next level professionally, and hopefully someday for the U.S. Women's National Team, I think she has tools that you just don't see. She's still growing.
Yeah.
Yeah. When she got here, she's my height. Now I look up to her. So she still has plenty to give.
So when you're that dynamic as a player, what do you add to that? Become a better player as time goes on, above the physical.
Well, I think that the leadership piece, knowing when to play simple, not try to take too much on. I mean, she probably could have had a couple more assists this weekend if we were a little cleaner in front of the goal. So, but I just think the bigger picture of playing both sides of the ball. And like I said, her fitness is really helping with that.
And then on to the game against the Terriers, Boston University, this past Sunday. You get first-time goals from a couple of players.
Yeah, Kelsey Atkins, I give her a lot of grief, but her 59th game, I believe, as a Buff. And as a back, but she made a great run and slotted a nice ball. And then she turned the favor and had a nice assist to Rue Yarnell Williams, a freshman out of Sacramento that's shown some good things and got a couple starts for us. So another solid game and a good performance.
All right, nice 2-0 start. They've got Kent State coming up on Thursday, the number 19 Texas. That'll be on the Pac-12 Network coming up on Sunday at Prenton Field. This offseason, Viva la France. Danny and the team got the head across the pond to take an off-season trip to France.
France was incredible. It was honestly a once-in-a-lifetime trip, and it was just a very memorable one. Being there in the environment of the World Cup was just unreal. Being at the games, attending the USA-Thailand game was really fun. A lot of goals scored, and the Australia-Brazil game was hands down one of the best live games I've ever seen. Being able to play some games out there was definitely a lot of fun. It was very different, but just being in their environment and just seeing their culture and just being embraced in the whole soccer environment was just fun. So I'm glad that we were able to get 3 games in and just play and have some fun. So it was good. It was a good time. You hear France and immediately you think about the Eiffel Tower. So finally being able to see it in person was beautiful, especially at night when all the lights were twinkling. And even the Louvre was incredible as well, all the artwork that we saw and Mona Lisa. It was pretty cool just being there in person and being so close to the artwork was really cool. Versailles was incredible. The tour was just unreal. Of course, we only did some of the palace just because we would be there forever if we did the whole thing. But overall, it was a great experience and it was so much fun.
Okay, truth be told, how much French did you learn?
0. We went and watched the women's national teams in an Irish pub in Montpellier, so we weren't diversifying ourselves very much. Unfortunately, most people speak English.
How about a trip like that, though? You talk with the different teams, the basketball teams go over and take those European trips. There's a great growing experience, isn't there, from taking those?
The fact that it lined up with the Women's World Cup and obviously the U.S. winning it and us be able to go the first match when the U.S. won and playing 3 matches, that's almost secondary, really, just the opportunity for a team to bond together and share that experience. It's not priceless because it costs us a lot of money we fundraise for, but every 4 years I think it's something special when players come to see you, they know they're going to have this experience.
And what a treat then for your team to be able to go, as you mentioned, go to that World Cup match and seeing the game played on the women's side at the highest level.
And atmosphere and sold out and people from all over the world and different cultures. We went to Australia against Brazil, which may have been one of the best games of the World Cup. Seeing players like Sam Kerr and Marta, best players in the world, compete. It was a great experience and something that the players and the staff, we had some fun too.
Yeah, how about you did?
Forget.
Yeah. When the women win the World Cup like that, that's good for the game of soccer here in the States, isn't it?
The NWSL is blowing up with games and with attendance and with marquee and it's just going to continue to get better and better. It's always going to be a bit of an uphill battle, but I think they're in a really good place now if they're smart with their expansion. But they're the best players in the world all play in the U.S. So hopefully the fans continue to go out and support them.
Outstanding. All right, give us a thought or two about Kent on Thursday and then Texas over the weekend.
Kent State's a very good mid-major team, just like the teams we face this weekend. So it's going to be another tough battle for us. And then Texas is, they're top 10 RPI last year and went to the Sweet 16 and in top 20, probably top 15 after this week. We went to their place a couple years ago, undefeated, 6-0, had given up a goal, and that all ended about 5 minutes into the game. So we know we need to play really well this weekend if we're going to get a couple more results.
All right. Well, good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Mark.
All right. 2-0, Danny Sanchez and the women's soccer team. You've got Kent State on Thursday, and, of course, get out the Prenta Field for both of them. But then on Sunday against number 19 Texas. As we put a wrap on the Buffalo Stampede, we'll talk to you next week.